Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today I will be breaking open this Mortek Crawler for the Ossiarch Bonereapers. Alright, let's break you open. Oh, neat. A couple different ways you could do it. So you could have it back. Or is perhaps this a different one? Yeah, okay. So you can have it back ready to be catapulted. Or up in the catapult position. I mean, in appearance-wise, I think I like this catapult position. But for traveling-wise, this would probably make it easier to move, to transport from location to location. Still, I mean, this is like, oh yeah, that's a catapult. I wonder if there's a way to make this mobile. Probably not, but we could check it out. Alright. So we've got one double sprue and a single sprue. Look at the back of that. Look at all this bone. Oh yes, that's the crawler. It's actually like a big bony insect bug. Look at that back plate. Wow, that is super creepy. Interesting how that, like, it's like it's a warping of skulls into a spiral. Neat. Very clean model. Look at all those little spikes. Oh, that's the one of the weapons. Look at all those bugs. Look, a little bird. A little bird. These little bony faced birds like to hang around on a bunch of the different models from the Bonereapers. Another one. A random dangerous looking hook. Ah, that's the face though, which is not actually a face, it's just a shell over emptiness. Oh, two different options it looks like. Ah, there's another one of the other weapons. Right, the cauldron. Look at that. I mean, I guess you would want to model it with the one that you are going to be using all the time, but I really like the look of that cauldron. There's the necrotic skulls that are your standard weapon. Pretty awesome. There's your wheel that the guy operates to, I guess probably to bring the slingshot back so that it can be, yeah, it's a crawler, so that this must be to bring the slingshot back, or slingshot catapult back, so it can be sprung again. Wow, that looks mean. So many skulls. All the skulls. A bunch of different guys. One with a shovel for shoveling in solely skulls, I guess. One with some little tool to help the crawler. Little faces. Well, he looks really happy to be on the job. Ooh, cool. Chains. That is awesome. Oh, there's another head. Whoever designed this put so much thought into it. Very much enjoy his work. Or their work. Let's check out the assembly guide. You know, it just might be mobile. That'd be really awesome. Let's check it out. Ah, it says choose the variant you want to build, the one with it out or the one with it in. So, does not look like you can have both. Sad. Oh. Oh, look. It does. It looks like you can move it. Interesting. Look, it says don't glue there. And it shows that this can be moved up and down as long as you don't glue it in. That's awesome. And yet it keeps saying choose the variant you want to build. Oh, neat. Alright, it looks like you have two. You can be throwing one of these bombs or a cauldron of souls or just the souls. I kind of like that option. Like how many different options you can have. This is a really nice looking catapult. Oh my gosh, look how they move. That's really cute. He operates it by, like, very similar to a hamster wheel. Neat. I like that mechanical aspect to it. So much going on this. It looks great, doesn't it? And there they've got the color scheme for this little guy, who's, shall we call him the hamster? Guinea pig? Alright, so here is the warscroll for it in various different languages. Now, the Mortek Crawler is 200 points, and it has 12 wounds, a movement of 4, 4+ save, and 10 bravery. And here it's the base one is necrotic skulls, and once per game it can do the Cauldron of Torment, and once per game it can do the Cursed Still. The melee weapons of Crawler tools: 1 inch range, 6 attacks, 3+ to hit, 4+ to wound, and 1 damage. So even if you get into melee, I mean, you don't really want to get a catapult into melee, but if you do get into melee, the crew members attack on behalf of the catapult. The catapult itself has its necrotic skulls, which is 6 inches to 36 inch range, 3 attacks, 2+ to hit, 3+ to wound, no rend, and the damage is 5 initially, and goes down as you gain more wounds. And now, as you can see, the Cauldron of Torment and the Curse Still have a very different way of going about it. Okay, so its abilities are Dread Catapult. Before shooting with a Dread Catapult, choose either the Necrotic Skulls, Cauldron of Torment, or Cursed Stale weapon characteristics. For that attack, each Dread Catapult can only make 1 Cauldron of Torment and 1 Cursed Stale attack per battle. The Cauldron of Torment, you attack by not using the attack sequence for an attack. Instead, pick 1 enemy unit that is within range of the attack, which again is 6 inches to 36 inches. And roll 1 dice for each model in the target unit. Add the modifier for Cauldron of Torment shown on the damage table above to each roll. If the result is equal to or greater than the unmodified bravery characteristic of the target unit, 1 model from that unit is slain. Alright, so that sounds like 1 model is going to be slain. So really you want to pick units that have like big wounded models, but have more than 1 model in the unit to maximize the potential. Like if you had a unit of 3 guys and their bravery was 8, and you roll the 3 dice for each model, so you try and get an 8 on 3 dice. That's not so hard. Or if the result is equal to or greater than the unmodified bravery characteristic of the target unit, 1 model from that unit is slain. If they have 4 wounds each or 5 wounds each, that's nice. And so it starts off where there's no modifier, and then you slowly, it reduces the chances. As you take more wounds, it slowly reduces the chances that you would succeed in that. But that's neat. I don't know how often there's something that is great for really tough units. That's cool. I mean, you can only do it once a game, so choose wisely, but neat. Now, the Cursed Stale says, do not use the attack sequence for an attack made with the Cursed Stale. Instead, pick 1 enemy model that is in range of the attack and roll 2d6. Add the modifier for Cursed Stale shown on the damage table above to the roll. Now in this case, it looks like it actually gets better as you get more damage. If the result is equal to or greater than the wounds characteristic of the target, it is slain. And yeah, you pick 1 enemy model, whichever one you want. And the range again is 6 inches to 36 inches. Add the modifier, so it's -3 at the beginning before you have taken any damage, and then +3 by the time you are nearly, by the time the catapult is nearly dead. Add the modifier for Cursed Stale shown on the damage table above to the roll. If the result is equal to or greater than the wounds characteristic of the target, it is slain. Really neat. And it says, designer's comment, note that the chance of slaying the target of a Cursed Stale increases as the attacking model suffers damage. Right, so 6 attacks in melee, but yeah, we've got 3 attacks at 2+ to hit, 3+ to wound, and 5 damage each. That's nice, that's a lot of damage. And then if you can just one-shot guys. How many would you want to have in your army, I wonder? I think at least 2, because then you have, I mean, that is a lot of missile firepower. And a bunch of the other guys. You've got a bunch of melee ones. This is a really nice, I think it would really even out your army nicely, because with such firepower, and then they have to try and take it out because it's so powerful, it's just going to keep hitting them. But there's going to be some massive melee units in the way. I really like this army. Okay, so you know how the Ossiarch Reapers thus far really like healing their models. Imagine having 2 of these catapults on the battlefield, and they are just slinging so much damage per turn. You know, average 5 to 15 damage per turn, yeah. Each, and your enemy has got to take them out. So he tried to take them out, but you've got your general healing them every turn. Perhaps you've got the Gothazar bone harvester trying to heal them, and being a blockade for if you want to try and get, if your enemy brings in units to try and take him out, you've got this big meaty beast standing in the way, healing him every time that you put models anywhere handy to him, because each time he hits them, he kills a model, he can heal things. Wow, that is going to be fun to play. That might be very frustrating to play against. I'm really curious how these guys are going to work out. I'm very optimistic. They look fierce. I'm excited. Well, if you liked the video, please give us a like, and if you want to see more unboxings of Age of Sigmar and other wargaming material, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you will find out as soon as we put out our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!